Going right back at the story, Claudia enters with two students, Camelia and Ernesto from Eloquent Academy, explaining that they're developing a new type of lux. Julius figures that the partnership stems from covering up Silas's attack, though Ernesto wants to see the swordsman who has destroyed her puppets, whispering in Ayato's ear that he won't be so lucky next time. Julius and Saya lose it when she kisses him on the cheek. Kamala notices Saya's weapons and trash talks her dad and his designs. Sai demands an apology, but Camilla refuses. Ernest says she will have to prove her wrong in the festa. So Sai asks Ayato to be her partner, but Jules steps in and they fight over him while Lester walks out unimpressed. Yabuki explained to Ayato that all of them classes are split between R&D. The girl he ran into. Ayato catches his wrist before he hits her again. It turns out he's her uncle. Even still, Ayato asks that he stays his hand and he wants to duel. Ayato keeps up with Curran's sword skill avoiding his attacks, but Jules can't believe he would be stupid enough to duel the school's rank 1 student, which Ayato cannot believe. Curran's uncle punishes her for not beating him quicker, telling her not to do exactly what he says, that is, if she wants her dream to come to fruition. Jules is mad at Ayato for not for the reason he thinks. She's glad he stood up for Curran's uncle, but she's angry he didn't beat her. Only two students a rank above Julius and Claudia who can see 10 seconds into the future using Ogre Lux, and Kirin who is in the stray gun uses a real katana. In the rec center, Claudia materializes a new school badge for Ato from an undisclosed location. Hearing about the duel, she explained that Kirin uncle is trying to rise through the ranks and sit on the administrative vote on the IEF, but the board members need to have their ambitions eradicated, though physical conditioning, which might be difficult for something like him. I had to find some Karen looking for him on his way back to the dorms. They recognize each other's ancient store styles. She's really into swordsmanship. Becoming excited talking about it. Ayato asks what she's fighting for. She says her father, leaving her like that. Karen asks to join his training session since her uncle won't let her duel on his approves, but he needs to ask Jewel first. Though he figures that joining into morning sessions so they can spar on one-on-one should be fine. Saya ambushes Ayato, demanding to know who that was and why he was talking to her. She wants to know whether he will be her partner in the festivals, but he can't because he promised Julius already. Ernesta and Camilla plan to draw out Ayato's true power during one of the morning training sessions. Kirin and Ayato get ambushed by synthetic regenerating dinosaurs like quadrupeds. Kirin finds out they can kill them by destroying their core using her prana. Suddenly, a sinkhole opens beneath their feet. They fall into the water below. Kirin can swim, however, clings into Ayato, who comments on how huge the underground area is when another synthetic creature attacks. Pretty much the Loch Ness monster. Kirin has difficulty locating the core, so Ayato uses the Cerberesta. He has never had an ogre lux that could withstand his prana and destroys the creature with one strike. Sitting back in their underwear, Karen thinks Ayato is in love with Julius, which she did not. Oh, wait, don't do that. Okay, it's lewd, it's lewd. Okay. They're both embarrassed. Clearly explains how 5 years ago her father ended up killing a man who took her hostage. But since she's a Genestella, it wasn't self defense. Ada says she doesn't need to follow her uncle's every instruction just to save her father. She should follow her own path. He's certain she can do it on her own. Back above ground, Kieran asks her uncle whether he cares about her or her power. He replies that it's the latter. She finally stands up to him, defending herself. She is going to forge her own path, and her first step is to duel Ayato. Claudia sets up an area for the battle, which is a bit too much. Everyone wonders what Ayato's plans are when he reveals he won't be using the server Asta. Both Yabuki and Lester loan him a Lux without any explanation. Kieran goes on the offensive straight away. He can see her sword patterns in combination. All 49 create the technique conjoined cranes. She's got him wide open, but he ditches the sword for a spear and throws it at her as a distraction while pulling out two short swords. While he casts away as quickly as the others, using his hand-to-hand combat techniques, he pins her to the ground, winning the duel. Afterwards, Kirin meets with Ayato, Saya, and Julius, asking to join the training sessions. Saya is cool with it, but Julius is hesitant. The two start fighting out of jealousy. She's in, but her uncle's banging on the door, demanding to be let in. He berates her, but Ayato catches his fits. Her uncle threatens to expose the truth surrounding her father when Claudia steps in, using her mother's position as a board member to blackmail him. Meanwhile, La 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 la. Something shit happening. Saya and Kirin's teamwork during training isn't quite to snuff. It looks like they need practice. During lunch, Idus asked for an autograph. He has become an overnight sensation for beating the school's rank 1. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching.